Ooh, look who's turned up like a bad penny. Oh, ho, ho. Look at you, fancy pants. Good day. Simply smashing. Welcome to the stream.
Hello! Welcome everybody to Qyjari's Curious Crafts. Tonight's 3-sheet one-shot is about to begin and we've got a room full of people to help. Let's hope that the audio is working.
Hello.
Hi.
Awesome! We've got Clover.
Hi.
We've got Twisted. We've got Drake. Who else wants to join this crazy? I hear typing.
Push talk is a good idea because I'm still eating this cupcake.
Clickety click click click.
Woo woo.
Hey, actually, Clover, could you do push to talk as well because we can hear the clicks?
Come on in, Scory. The water's fine.
I'm just
Steeple's fingers.
You have the privilege, the rights, as it were, to come on in. If you want, we're going to start this bad story here. As you can see, you don't see me. I'm loving that, because that means I don't have to worry about wearing any makeup. Didn't do my hair. Already had a gin and tonic. Gonna be a fun night.
Woot.
Looks around for my bottle of mead.
Okay, so if you want to find out what's happening over on my Discord, I have in the
Words are fun.
Words are fun. 3 sheets one shot. I have got the PDF for the previous. You can have it. It's free. The previous campaign, which is deep in the Netherwork mines. This same party is going to be traveling down to Stonebridge, which is a human city in the southern coast of the Nicosia dynasty. Let me get my map up.
Can I just say the Netherwork Mines looks like a tower defense game? I don't know how I feel.
It should be, yeah. That's the Netherwork Mines right there. That's the Nicosia dynasty. You can see I'm pointing. Let's see, make sure I'm pointing to the right thing. Yep, I'm pointing to Dyrebrook. That is the capital of the Nicosia dynasty. It's mostly It is mostly dwarves. Up here in the northwest area, Zaman is mostly mountain dwarves. And the Netherwork Mines is here in the center-ish. To get to the Netherwork Mines from Direbrook, you do need to go through the Mistborn Marsh, which our previous party had to go through, if the DM decided that's where they wanted to start in Direbrook, or if they wanted them to start a Netherwork, they forewent the Mistborn Marsh and didn't have to worry about the bullywugs or whatever creatures that they encountered there. But we're going to assume that they finished their mission to the Netherwork Mines and that none of them died.
Hi. I ran 2 flights of stairs to be here for just a moment.
Drake has
I'm not surprised.
Drake has entered into the crafting
Domain.
studio and freaked me out.
Sorry.
We need a Qyjari scare cam now.
I heard the thump, thump, thump of him running downstairs. I was like, oh my god.
I know, right?
Does that sound better?
Does that sound better?
What?
Does that sound better?
Hearing
Hello.
through Discord, it sounds the same.
Sounds the
but
same to them.
On stream,
Sounds the
I'm not
same?
sure.
Okay, it sounded almost tinny and distant for me.
Oh.
So, well.
Well, you
On
know,
stream,
Guyurek,
it sounds perfect.
he said, sound stream, Twisted said it sounds great on stream.
Okay, cool.
Sounds perfect, he said.
Awesome.
So the flight downstairs.
All for naught, but that's okay. I got my exercise.
There you go. Go finish your cupcake. He's gonna run. He's
He's working off
dashing.
the cupcake?
Yeah, he's working
I'm
off the
using my
cupcake.
bonus action to dash.
He's using his bonus action to dash. Awesome. Okay, so let's where was I? Okay, so let's say that they all survived the Netherwork Mines, which it's just a 1 to 4 level dungeon. So we're gonna have them. We have given them. We started last week a mission to a quest to travel southward. You can see my pointer down this little trail here. It's not a very oft traveled trail down here to this bridge. There's a bridge there, trust me, to Stonebridge. It's made of stone, by the way, this bridge. And this is a human settlement here. It's very small and it's very secluded. So last week we had them set off, and I didn't have a lot of folks in the chat that day. We had some, but the story didn't get very far. So we're going to continue that story. And we're going to need all sorts of stuff. So if you want to read back or open that PDF, you can see the glossary of the places and names of the people that are there. But there might be some names that we need here as well. He's a mod. Did you saw? Yes, he did. He gets in anyway. He's a mod over here. Okay. Let's see. Let me see down who's in our voice chat. All right, Scory made it. Awesome. He's muted, so maybe he won't contribute just yet when he gets past his little shyness. Okay, so Netherstone to Stonebridge is what we named this because our party was asked to take some Netherstone samples. Netherstone is the dark, very, very black stone that they mine out of the Netherwork mines. And a human scientist down in Stonebridge has asked for samples because he has a couple of experiments that he's been working with to see. Now, spoiler alert, this is DMs. If you're a player, plug your ears. I think that the twist of this story should be that Gordon is actually doing something very nefarious, and the party finds out about that as they enter the city, and now they have to decide whether they give Gordon the shipment or they keep it from Gordon and give it to someone else. We have to decide. That's for us to decide as the DMs, as the story writers. So let's do this. Okay.
Did somebody say the twist?
There's a twist. Yeah, let's do the twist.
I see what you did there.
Thorgan Bjorgen, thanks Rylan for that name, is the shopkeeper of Wee Things, a small mercantile in Netherwork Village. And the Netherwork Village, I'll just scroll down. I don't want to do too fast, no one get dizzy. I don't even hold music. Hey, is Sir Mimsy music playing? On the stream? I can't tell.
I hear music.
Okay, good. So there won't be moments of silence. We don't have to fill. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is the Netherwork Mines Village, and here's the mine entrance right here. And this southeast area is the swamp where they entered. This is the Mistborn swamp marsh, and they traveled up here, and they stayed here at this inn, and then they explored the Netherwork mine. So they're leaving from here, but Thorgan Bjorgen,
That is an amazing name.
thanks, Rylan, has gotten some message that
You're welcome.
this, yeah, Hey, Rylan, thank you for joining us. Okay, so they succeeded in the Netherwork mines. So let's just say that they succeeded. They're all alive. It's a. By the way, it is a adventure for 3+ players, with character levels 1 to 4. So we're not going to throw trolls at them yet. Or maybe we will. I don't know. It's up to you guys. Okay, so they completed their quest in the Netherwork mines. They got rid of the rust monster that was eating all of their mining tools, the miners' mining tools, and they're given this task. And a local farmer has offered to loan the party a small cart and an old nag. I need a name for that nag.
Wait, what?
Hi, PK Lost. Welcome to the stream. A nag, a horse. I need a name. We got to name the horse.
Oh, okay. This isn't gonna be like the whole poll thing, right? This is just us.
Yeah, we're just talking. We're not going to do any polls yet.
Bartholomew.
Okay.
Ego. Someone said ego. I like that.
I do like Ego. As long as its last name could be Montoya.
Australian Manubus. I can't even say that.
Just call him
Peterius. Call him Nubus. Okay. Peterius Parcarius.
Is that supposed to be Peter Parker?
I think
Goodness
so.
gracious,
That's exactly
Anubis.
what that's supposed to be.
I think that's supposed to be Peter
Goodness
Parker.
freaking gracious.
How about we do Ego Peterius?
Sure.
Sure.
There we go.
Ego, my horse.
Ego my cart. All right, this old nag. He's been around for a long time. So if it's a nag, we can't. If it's it's a boy horse or a girl horse.
Nag would be a
Boy.
girl horse,
Whatever
so
it wants.
Okay. I know it could be whatever it wants to be. It identifies as a what?
As a horse.
As a horse.
Yeah, that.
As a horse.
An old horse named Ego Peterius to pull the cart for the party, as the Netherstone is quite heavy. Even though it's just a small sample of the Netherstone, it is quite heavy. It's got a lot of, what do you call it, mass? As an attack horse.
That is a great idea too.
Well, maybe we'll give it some stats later on. Okay, so
It's a war horse.
yeah, we hadn't done that
It's
yet.
a very bulky
It's an
horse.
old horse, but it saw some more. Okay,
It's a
all right,
retired
I like that. An old horse. Which had seen some war. Fortunately, I have a standby proofreader for this later on. Okay, so now they're on the trail south, and I actually had them do a percentage die to decide on the counter for each day. I had a 50% chance that they would meet goblin bandits or a giant boar. And the goblin bandits depended on a 1d6 plus 3 roll by the DM. Like I explained to my viewers and those helping write, we're not going to write every possible scenario as far as what the DM wants to put together. We're going to give suggestions. So if the DM decides that their party only made it to level 2, then maybe he's only going to throw 4 goblin bandits at the party and not 1d6 plus 3. But let's say that they did a bunch of work. They went through the Mistborn Marsh. They encountered a bunch of bullywogs. They made it through and they're almost level 4. Then yeah, maybe we do a 1d6 plus 3. So that's why I put that there. And then of course I always put if the party's traveling stealthily, they could hear and or see a goblin camp from afar. This is what we wrote last week. They could see the goblin camp from the trail with a perception, or if they're loud and they're not paying any attention, maybe the scout from the trail ahead sees them and warns his compatriots back at the camp, and then they are surprised. They get a surprise attack on the party. So that depends on, I can't control how the party handles it. I'll let the DM handle it. Anyone want to add anything to this idea here? Because I've got a lot of people, a lot of opinions. Let's hear them.
I'm personally feeling attacked by the giant boar comment.
Pig.
Well, it's not a giant pig. It's a giant boar. So
It's like the weird
Cousins.
cousin to the pig.
are we gonna say that the goblin bandits have boars also, and maybe they get both attacked by both?
Maybe the
The
goblins are
legendary
riding
boar
the boar.
riders.
I like the slime idea. Shall we look at slime?
I don't remember the lowest level slime stats in D&D, so
Well, let's look it
could
up.
be disaster.
Let's check it out. Guess what? I have D&D Beyond.
Well, aren't you just special?
I am. Okay, so let's check hidden slime. A hidden slime?
I'm seeing one, a giant slime that's a challenge of 5.
That might be too much
That's too much.
That might be too much. I don't see a slime, just a regular slime. Did I look it up
I think
incorrectly?
they're not called slimes in D&D. What are they called? Oozes.
Oozes.
Look at.
Oh, there's a swarming slime as well.
A gray
Challenge
Oh,
ooze.
that
one.
sounds evil.
Let's look at a gray ooze. Like a very tiny slime. Okay, like a spore, maybe? Alright, this is only a challenge rating of half. So that's good. We could throw that at them. Some oozes, some gray oozes. Maybe, oh, hold on. When they're in, when I have this really blown up so that everyone can see it well. Is that really good, the font size for everybody?
Yeah, I can read that well.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
no problem.
yeah, that's fine.
Okay, good. So let me show you the map. I was thinking that as they traveled from the Netherwork mines, all along this trail there are mountainous areas and some grassy areas, some plains, maybe even marshy areas through this way, which will take, this takes 3 days. From here to here takes 3 days. So by the end of day 1, they should be about here. So maybe they have to find refuge in a cave in this area, and there's oozes in there. That's why I made the choice of whether they come across a goblin camp or a bandits camping or the giant boar, but we could throw oozes at them. Should we change this percentage to a 30% chance?
I like that idea. What's this challenge rating on the giant?
Giant boar, I think, is a little higher. Let's check it out.
Could do like the 1 to 50% is the golden or the goblin bandits. Like 50 to 75 is slime and then or ooze, and then the other 25% is the giant.
Okay, all right, we'll do that.
Yeah, I was thinking something with a higher challenge rating
And
that
one-
could be a little more difficult. Maybe make that a smaller.
Okay, all right, and it
And
says
if they roll really bad, they fight all of them.
100% chance.
Yeah.
Not 100% chance, but like a 1% chance that if you roll a 100, guess.
okay, all right, we'll do that. Let's change that then.
Oof.
I like that.
Goblins on the backs of
so we're
boars
gonna
on
say-
the backs of ooze.
With
Sliding around on
ooze
ooze.
in their mouth. Okay, so goblin.
Goblin cavalry.
We'll say 1 to 50 is a goblin bandit camp, and we're changing it to what? 51 to what? 74.
75, 74.
Okay. So I'll do 75, and that equals the giant boar,
Yeah,
and then 76 to 100.
to 99.
Oh, to 99. That's right. It's going to be what?
The slime.
The
Or the
oozes.
ooze, sorry.
All right. Did we say gray ooze, right? That's what it was?
Yes.
Well, the Sierra we're looking for is, it depends on what their level, because I don't know what level these characters are going to be at. We're making an adventure between levels 1 and 4. Hopefully by the time they finish the Netherwork mines and kill that rust monster, spoiler alert, there's a rust monster at the bottom of the cave, then they'll at least be 2. So probably 2 to 4. And if they have 3+ players, 3 could probably handle a challenge rating 2, which is what, 450? I have to look again.
My brain just shut off. So I
Numbers. Yeah, it's 2.
yeah, I was told there'd be no math.
Yes, it's a 2. It's 450. So, challenge rating 2, they could probably handle a giant boar. At between level 2 and 4, and ooze wasn't the ooze?
It was half.
Half that, yeah. So we'd probably have to throw oozes. Like that would have to be a, let's say a 1d6 plus 2 on that one. If the DM rolls a 1d6 plus 2 and gets a 6 out of it, that's a lot. An ogre for a boss? Yeah, we could do an ogre. What are ogres?
Very protective of their swamps, apparently.
Swamps.
That too.
Well, there was a bullywugs in the swamp, but
I'm dying from what Rylan said.
what did he say? Manticore? Are you crazy? An ogre would work. That's a challenge.
Only a CR3.
That's true. That's true. All right. Well, maybe by the. Oh, you know what? Manticores, are they known for being in what type of a manicore? Manicure. I need a manicure. Manticores are known for being in what areas?
Arctic, coastal, grassland, hill, or mountain.
Well, that's perfect. That's what we should have them. We should throw at them. And this manticore's name should be. I saw a name on Lucian Nightingale. All right, so we'll have that that top percent be.
I don't think this thing would have a name unless it was given by like the local village.
I know. I was joking
Yeah,
because someone
Lucian-
mentioned
okay.
that. I was joking because
Luscious bird.
Nubis mentioned that in the chat. So
Yeah.
all right, so that's just one. We're just gonna throw one manticore at him at level 3, but we'll throw lots of oozes at him. And how many boars?
2.
2.
All of them.
All.
All of them.
We can't throw all of them. Let's see how many. I gotta remember. You guys gotta help me remember these things.
Or hard.
Did I say
Wait, we're doing a 1d, or you're doing a 1d6 of boars?
2?
Oh my God.
Yeah, there's okay. Yeah, but they don't have any lair actions or anything, and they just have tusks. They do have a charge though. So
I mean,
2 at the
2d6
most, probably.
Slashing damage at second level can still be pretty devastating. So
That's true.
It depends on how many.
All right,
Yeah.
1d.
42 hit points. Oof.
Yeah. All right, 1d4 minus 2.
How about just a flat 1d4?
Okay.
About a-
And that still
a
could.
1d4
That could still.
minus 1.
Yeah, 1d4 minus 1 because that could still be. Yeah.
Minimum of 1 though.
Yeah.
Yeah, you roll a 1, then you get 0, and then it's just like, oh, well, we're fine.
There's no encounter.
Well, that's true.
thought
Yeah,
there was
that's
one
true.
there.
We'll do that. That's a good idea. There's no encounter.
Actually, with all those percentages like chances being done to get the giant boar and then to get the 0, I feel like there should be like automatic 100% on that.
Oh yeah. See, Manticore.
Yeah. See, Manticore.
If you
On zeros.
roll a 1d4 minus 1 and ended up with a 0, you would just find more tracks.
Oh, okay. Then you could find you could follow it if you wanted to.
Yeah, that leads to an ogre.
Leads to an ogre.
That leads to a Manticore.
Named Lucian Nightingale.
There you go.
Yeah, it's a mage ogre.
I've been capitalizing these, so that's what I'm doing. Board tracks. Party finds board tracks that leads to an ogre. We've got Manticore going like blowing up on chat right now. Manticore. All right, we'll give it a 2% chance. How about that?
So if they roll an absolute 1, can they just fight everything?
Find what? You broke up there.
If they roll a 1, like just a 1 on the percentage,
Yeah.
can they just fight everything?
Find everything? Sure.
Including the ogre.
Including the ogre? Oh, Lord.
The ogre comes by and he hears everything. He's like, I want a noise.
I was out grocery shopping and I heard all this noise. Guess what? Buffet.
Lucian Nightingale smash.
He's
Oh,
a very
the
fancy
blow.
ogre. He was out shopping
Right.
for clothes.
He's got a broken pipe and a.
Okay, so our loot needs to change. Okay, so the loot for the bandits is that, but the loot for let me put it up there. And the loot for the giant boar is tusks if they do an animal handling check. Or
Well,
survival.
question.
Yeah.
Could the loot be up to the DM? It's just a matter, like, for the sake of saving space on your 3-sheet one-shot,
That's true. Yep.
you know, it could totally be up to the DM on what they get for loot.
Exactly. I like that. I will just take the loot part out. I do like the idea of letting, especially new DMs, understand that what they could do is find. I'll make a note. We'll put a note in here that says the DM decides the loot, but let's make a little note about how keep in mind that animals would require, or beasts, I'll put beasts. An animal check to skin, or what's the other word? I always forget the other word. Like dissect or something? Like if you want to check their innards for something?
Excavate.
Excavate the animal.
It's dissecting the animal.
Yeah, dissect. Okay. And, let's see, also...
I just saw Anubis say a bearded devil. Ooh, yeah,
oh,
no.
ouch, yeah.
He also went and said, "What about a kraken?"
Kraken! They're level 4 at the most. Unless there's 100 of them.
Afoot.
The party would need
There
to
is a river
have
right there.
empty vials to collect poisons, blood, what other things do they have? Or other liquids from the beast. Okay, humanoids, such as, I always capitalize, sorry, goblins, or an ogre, might have coin, cloth, or weapons, right?
Yes.
Okay, bearded devils. Oh, they're really only a CR3? Oh, well, we could maybe throw that at them in the next one. This party's not going to survive. All right. We put the giant boar up there, so we don't have to worry about that. We don't have to worry about that. That's just day 1. Day 2! The weather turns cold and it begins to storm. I always, when I DM, I always throw weather at my players because it forces them to think about how far ahead they can see. They need to think about how cold it is, how they're staying warm. If their horse is getting restless because of the weather, is it a driving rain? And in this case, I decided that the weather would turn colder and it would begin to storm, which might freak out our horse. Let's call it Ego. Is that his name? Yeah, Ego. And they need to find a place that it would be warm and dry, or at least dry. So I'm going to have along the trail, there's going to be some sort of cave, a shelter. And we decided last week that it was abandoned and it's relatively dry. And it depends on whether they have a fire going or not if they encounter a cave fisher. Now, cave fishers have... I had this up earlier. They're pretty nasty because we have encountered them before. I've thrown them at my party before.
Rylan put it up a Constitution saving throw to see who dies of dysentery.
Dysentery. We're not playing Oregon Trail, okay? Okay, so cave fishers are 3. But they have this filament that grapples them, and that's what I was going to put up there in the beast loot, that they could collect some filament, but they'd have to have some sort of file to empty file to store that in if they're able to pull it with a good animal handling or survival check. So I would say that if they encounter a cave fisher, 1, maybe 2, but they've got spider climb. Welcome! Thank you for following. I really appreciate that. And you got to see Sir Mimsy pop up on the screen. Woo! Also,
4-hour night.
if you can see on the screen, you don't see my beautiful face because A, it's not beautiful, and B, I'm more comfortable this way. I could just not worry about makeup or hair or whatever. And I replaced it with the Discord chat. So if you are a sub to this channel or you are a patron, elder level or higher, you are welcome to join that Discord chat and contribute to the story without having to type. But of course, we're still... That's right. We're still keeping track of chat. I've got 3 moderators now in the room. Thank you, Rylan. I thought you had to work, but thank you for being here. And so I know that Drake can change your instantly change your level to have access to that if you become a sub or a elder level patron or more. Hello, thank you for joining. Okay, thank you for following, Nubis. I appreciate that. Okay, so cave fishers are challenge 3. So what we did was we had on the second day, if they survive, pray that they don't roll a 1 on that first day, because
that's the key to this
they're probably
campaign.
not going to survive all of them.
You've added myself and Twisted into the makings of this campaign, so it's good luck to your player.
It's deadly. Yeah, that's okay. That's all right. We'll just hope that they have good rolls. On day 2, it turns cold. They find the cave, and that evening, with whomever keeps watch, and I, as a DM, I always make my party. I kind of hint, is anyone keeping watch? And sometimes I make them do that, and then I have them roll a bunch of perception checks, and nothing happens. So they never know if something's going to be thrown at them or not. So in this case, I'm going to say that each watch, and the DM can decide what happens at each watch. If there's one person per 2-hour watch or all whatever, that it would take a perception check of 15 to notice any movement by a cave fisher because they're very stealthy. I think we decided. Let's see. Did I leap them up on the? Yes. They have a very high stealth check skill. So, the only thing that would probably keep them. I'm going to take this loot out because we already talked about loot. The only thing that they would have as an advantage is if they have a sizable campfire, because they are vulnerable, I believe. Let's just check again. Not vulnerable, no, but there's something about fire.
When their health gets low, their blood is fireproof. Or
vulnerable to fire. Sorry. Yeah, there it is. It gains vulnerability to fire. So I would say that then they naturally have a fear of fire because of that. And they live in a cave, so they in a cold cave, so they don't really concern themselves with fire. But I would say that if you had a sizable campfire, then they would have a hard time sneaking up on you on a party. However, if the party decides that they want to keep a low profile, if maybe the goblin camp freaked them out and they don't want to make themselves known and they have a small campfire or no campfire at all, then the cave fishers might get a surprise attack on them. So how many cave fishers are we going to throw at them? 1 to 2?
1 to 2 on a bad roll, maybe 3, 4.
That's a lot.
Is there lore on cave fishers to see if they hunt or whatever in packs, or are they
let's
lone?
Look. Good call. Let's look at that. It's a subterranean.
If that fails, then just throw a roper at them. It's fine.
Throw a roper. Hunt small animals. Okay, it stretches its filament over an opening, which the party that I DM discovered. Who got stuck in that? The sorcerer got stuck in that. They shy away from attacking large humanoids. Pick off a scout. I don't see...
The only thing that I see is moving up in the world. The very first sentence, it does say a group of cave fishers might move together.
Yeah, if
So
their food is
I think
scarce.
there's a good possibility. Yeah, so but there's a good possibility that they do naturally live or work in.
Normally, cave fishers worked alone in an area within 300 feet of its lair, but they can be found in small groups of less than
You cut out less than
5.
5. Okay. Well, we're not gonna throw 5 at them.
Aw.
This is only it looks like a newbie campaign. You guys don't want him to get to Stonebridge at all, do you?
They shouldn't have wandered out of the newbie zone. Nope.
Yeah, they should have stayed in Kano's Hills. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, let's throw 2
North
at.
Kanos until you can kill Fippy.
Yeah, once Fippy's dead, you can leave and go into the West Karana. Okay, so encounter a cave fisher, and then I'll put 2 ? And let the DM decide how powerful their party is, because they can be pretty nasty, as we have discovered. So perception of a DC 15 to notice if they if the party who's ever on watch notices that. I'm gonna bold watch. Okay.
So one of the most important questions I could ask: are they edible?
We're gonna see Hogger. No, I don't believe cave fishes are edible. Or did you mean the party?
That's a good question.
The cave fishers. The party's definitely edible.
You know what? I like that, Rylan. I think the where's the we didn't put in the ogre, did we? Oh, here he is. Named Hogger. There we go. All right.
Wait a minute. Is the ogre's name Augur?
Yeah.
No, Hogger. Hogre.
But-
Hogger.
Right, but augur.
Oh, I get it. That's awesome. I'll leave the.
And Hogger's not an ogre. He's a gnoll.
I know. We'll just name him Augur. All right. I like that better. All right. So let's say they survive that. Day 3, it's still storming, but not as hard as the previous day, so the party can continue southward towards Stonebridge. And this is where we left off last week. So now we have to decide if our party's going to encounter a 3rd day of adventure. What do we want to throw at them at this point?
Are they
Well,
going
see,
to
if
be near
there's,
water?
The ogre, the cave war fisher. Probably at this point we could just throw a vampire or something.
A vampire? No. A
We
vampire?
really want to test them.
We want to test him. All right, let's see what a vampire is. Why would there be a vampire there? We have to have a reason.
I mean, there are vampire spawn.
All right, let's look him up.
Yes.
This is not going to go well. This party's dead before. Oh my gosh, they are not going to face this vampire. Challenge 13.
Let's see, challenge of 13. But if you survive, look at how many levels you get.
Seriously, let's
What about a vampire spawn?
let's just go back to the ogre. Let's say the ogre had a family, okay?
Well, that's no fun.
I know.
I was gonna say a traveling merchant who's selling the humanoid body part.
I love that. We are going to do that. On the 3rd day,
His weapon of choice, someone's arm.
arm, yeah. He's well armed, we'll say.
Wait, so is that unarmed damage?
Well, no, he's got arms, so
Well, but
club damage.
how do you disarm him?
you gotta
got
take
three at
all of
that
his arms. Okay.
He's got more than 3. He's got a leg in
So
there too.
that gives him a leg up.
That's called dislegging.
All right, so the party can continue southward towards Stonebridge along the trail. Now, have they fed Ego? Have they fed Ego? Do they have rations? Did they get rations from
What-
Thorgan Bjorgen,
what
the
did they feed
shopkeeper?
him?
I don't know.
I kind of feel like a lot of the kind of minutia of like that kind of detail should be left up to the DM.
Yeah.
But because you don't want to like.
I don't wanna
not
bog this
metagame, What's the
down,
phrase?
I don't want to.
You don't want to like.
I don't want to meta game my own.
Well, no, it's not metagaming. Sorry, I meant micromanage. You don't want to micromanage
yeah, okay.
a 3-sheet one-shot. You know.
A pet baby
Humanoid
slime.
flesh.
I like the pet baby slime. That's cute. Maybe I'll have one following them behind, and they don't even know what's happening. It's just kind of following behind them.
They're gonna call it Gollum.
Gollum.
If they end up having to fight those slimes and they kill it and they roll high for loot, they can be like, "Oh, hey, yeah, you found a baby slime. You want to take it with?"
Yeah, there you go. I like that. Okay, and then it slowly eats them as they sleep. Devours their flesh as they sleep. All right, along the trail, heading northward, they come across a traveling merchant. Okay, here's perfect. Look what I have here. It's already set up. I need the NPC. What is this merchant's name? Let's do a Drake like we talked about. Let's do the little contest
I don't know
thing.
if we have enough in the list.
Oh, Dave.
Okay, really quick. I didn't show you this.
Okay.
So, on your left monitor,
Yeah.
on your desktop, there should be a file that says something names.
I can't see that. It's way over there.
Just minimize it.
No.
It's like right in the open, top left corner of the monitor.
Top left. That's where I put. Oh, I see it.
Oh,
I see
minimize whatever's up there. Hey. Now,
Okay.
if you open that up, any names that we've put in the
Oh.
chat should be listed. However, for that list to update, you have to close the file and reopen it. So if you see people adding names, close it, reopen it. That's sort
Okay.
of stuff.
Oh, Lenny.
and then-
Lenny the arms merchant. All right. I like that.
You have more being added. as we talk.
I'm gonna close it and add it again. All right. I'm gonna pick 3 out of these. Okay.
Okay, do you want to message me the names, or do you want to just say it out loud?
I'll just say
and
them
I'll
out
also-
loud. Yeah. Okay. I'll give it a couple. I'll give it one more minute.
What NPC is?
This is going to be the traveling merchant. It could be male, female, young, old, elf, human, anything. Orc, sure, half orc, probably. While we're waiting for that minute for people to pick names, I do want to mention that Amonrath, which is the realm in which my homebrew world takes place, has several realms in it, several different locations.
What's the giggling?
There's Sara, which is, I don't think I have that map up here. I made it in Incarnate, but I don't have the big world map done yet. But there's a dwarven land, which you saw on the map earlier, and then on east of there is Tessara, which is an elven land, and then there's Covinth, which is humanoids, and then there's Granville? I can't remember what I called it. I haven't gone into the details of that one, but that's where a lot of the gnomes and halflings are from. And then the orcs we're actually right now in the middle of the second battle for the Obsidian Wilds, which is north of here, way north across the Silver Sea. So orcs are not common in this part. So I would probably shy away from having any orc that would become a traveling merchant. In fact, just recently a half orc has been assimilated into Ravenscroft, which is the capital of the... Not Ravenloft, nope. I didn't steal that name. It's Ravenscroft.
Ravenloft.
It's the city on the southern coast of the Silver Sea, which is where Lord Ravenscroft, Corvus Blackwing, lives, and he's a human paladin. Anyway, they just took in a half orc that was a descendant. Anyway, long story short, I would stay away from orcs. Okay, so let's go back to this name list. I'll call it there.
Can it just be like a preppy human? He's just like, hey, how can I help you?
It sure can. Let's pick a name first. Okay, so I'm just gonna look real quick. I like Dan Armsero, so we'll just say Dan.
Wait, what was the name?
Just Dan. Dan.
Okay.
I like Eldor or Idor Morai. Just do Idor. Eidor.
Okay.
I like. You guys I like Dinah.
Are you in the kitchen with Diana?
Dina. I like that
I
one.
just ate Dinah. That could have a double meaning, triple meaning.
And let's see. I do like Lucian Nightingale.
Is his name gonna be Dan with Dan the man with the hand.
Dan Armsero. All right, so those 4. Can you do those 4, Drake?
Okay, so Dan, Dina, Idor.
And didn't I say what? Oh, Lucian. Yeah.
Nightingale?
Yeah, just do Lucian. So we have the 4 names, and then we'll vote on those. Okay. Let me move that back over so I can watch chat. Okay, so those, everyone can vote, and in about a few minutes we'll decide what wins. But right now I'll put to be voted upon. Now this we'll have to describe. Let's just talk about what race and class and gender. Anyone want to throw something out there?
Human male.
I think it could depend on the name.
Yeah.
Okay.
For gender, I mean, you know.
It definitely makes sense to be a human, so I like human. And we're not sure what if it's male or female, so I'll just put that. And they're just a merchant who travels from Stonebridge to get supplies from Dyrebrook. That's a long trip. It's a week's trip probably to get there because you have to go through the marsh and everything. You have to go further north. Here, I'll pull the map up again. You have to go up this route here and then across these bridges here. You could travel this way, but these are these are wider roads and stuff there. There's no bridge. The bridge is up here. They built the bridge just to get to the mines. So they'd travel all the way up here, go across that pass there, and then down into Dyrebrook from the north side. I don't know if I had the map for the marsh. And if you're on my Discord, you can find that in the 3 Sheets One Shot channel as a PDF. You can pull up the whole PDF. It's free. Enjoy. But it does have, I think, 4 pages of maps on there that gives the inside of the Netherwork mines. It gives the Netherwork village, and it gives a distant and then a close-up of an encounter from the Mistborn Marsh. So you can see that. So let's say that this traveler, this merchant, oops, too far up, and take to get supplies from Dyrebrook and sell wares from Stonebridge. Wares? What's it called? What's it called when you what's it called when you send something overseas and also take things in? I can't think of the word.
Import, export?
Import. Thank you. And export wares from Stonebridge.
I just want to know of a place where I could actually buy arms. By the way.
He's an arms dealer.
Okay, so
In with the hands, man.
is the vote over?
Up to you. I can end it
Yeah,
now.
go ahead.
or
Go
wait
ahead and end it
longer?
now because
All
I'm ready for a name, and then we have to describe his or her desire and fear. Dinah, it's a she.
Dealin' Dinah, the rare arms dealer.
All right.
The deadly arms dealer. Gotta go with D's.
Dinah definitely believes in the right to bear arms.
You guys are terrible.
Not even Dinah's arms.
Let's see who picked that one up originally. That was Scory.
see.
That was Scory. All right. So now I need. I'm just gonna pick Idor as her last name. Dinah Idor.
Dealin' Dinah Idor.
And they may not find out what her last name is. We don't know. And she is how old?
Well, she's selling arms.
112.
She's a human.
Gonna say we can name her Dealin' Dinosaur.
Oh.
But yeah, Dealin'.
Boo. All right, is she elderly or is she sturdy? She can probably fight her way across that marsh. She's done it several times, so I'd say she's pretty buff. if she can cross that.
Zarya.
So let's make her 47.
Can we make it really ironic and say that she lost both her arms in the war?
Sure.
Did she kill Fitty Men?
Fitty men. All right, she's a human female merchant who travels from Stonebridge to get supplies from.
She killed so many men she can't count them on her fingers.
Oh. Oof.
That's a big oof right there.
Who? Yeah, I don't like the way I've worded that. Hang on. Who deals in imports and exports between Stonebridge and Dyrebrook. That's better.
You know, it's gonna be this epic adventure, and then the players are gonna come across this NPC, this armless arms dealer, and they're gonna know. And the fact that the name has D's at the beginning of each of the words for the title and the name, and they're gonna be like, yeah, this is definitely a Twitch-given NPC.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so what are her desires? What does she live for? Why does she do what she does and work as hard as she does?
She wants to arm
Maybe
the
we-
world.
Yes.
That could be it.
Maybe she's also like part necromancer and can make the arms move on their own, so she doesn't actually have to have arms.
Oh.
She just does the somatic part of the spell with her feet.
She wants to be the greatest puppeteer in the world.
And nothing's going to stop her.
This went downhill fast.
Yes, it did.
I'm gonna put imports and exports. Mostly arms. Oh, I'll say weapons. Between Stonebridge and Dyrebrook. Her desire is to. Does she want peace? Does she like war?
If she's a necromancer, I imagine war is the way that she gets her wear.
Yep. Okay.
Very profitable.
Well, the rules of acquisition say peace is good for business, but so is war is good for business. So
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, war is good for business.
With actual puppets, yeah.
During the perfect. During the first battle of the Obsidian Wilds. And manages with. Should we say she has one? She had someone, sort of like a Percy or a, who else did it? Victor from Critical Role. They managed to make an arm.
Oh yeah.
And who else had it? The female gunslinger.
Was it Ripley?
Anna Ripley. So she, what do you? It's a prosthetic, but what would you call it back then? A clockwork.
Sure, that works.
Either that or
Arm.
magical.
I just realized you actually used Idor as the last name, so it actually kind of sounds like.
Dinah Idor.
Oh, I was thinking a dinosaur, but something like that. Yeah.
Magically enhanced. How's that? Through her necromancy? Can a necromancer do that?
I mean, in your world, they can.
Oh, there you go.
Mage hand.
The wonderful thing of homebrew.
I know. Necromantic? That's
Necromantic.
It actually fixed it. I tried necromantic. Necromantic.
That was necromantic. Oh, weird. All right.
I'm pretty sure necromantic is just a chrome-covered necrom.
Probably.
It's gonna be a thing.
Her clockwork arms probably are chrome.
Yeah.
Or copper.
I'm just gonna say enhanced. Okay.
I believe we found Leyrena's next D&D character.
There you go.
Yeah,
there you go.
seriously.
I love it. Yeah. I need Leyrena to make a clockwork arm for as a prop for my next
Right.
D&D
Well, she
session.
finished her.
She finished the
her
wind
wind
chime.
chime
I know,
last
it's
night,
fabulous.
so.
Looks beautiful. Okay. Her desire is to make as much money, do I say coin, as possible through She is a very good. What do you call it when you're really good at bartering?
A haggler.
Yeah. Haggler
Through bartering.
through
Like to barter is to trade.
yeah, to take
Or
to make us
deals.
yeah. A con artist. Yeah, well, she probably deals in that too. I'm sure she does. To make as much coin as possible through her talent in bartering. So that
supplies,
that means
cost
that
an
the,
arm and a leg.
so that means that anyone who the party comes across her and decides that they want to see what she's got for sale, that they're going to have a hard time. The DC for doing any kind of check. What is it called? Why I'm totally losing it. It must have been that gin
Persuasion?
and persuasion. Thank you. That gin and tonic has just gone to my brain. Exactly. It would take a high persuasion then to talk her down from her probably too high of a price for anything she's got on her cart. So that's good. That's an excellent thing that the DM can look at and decide. All right, to make
Every successful barter that she does, there's a round of applause from the back of the.
Oh, the hands start clapping.
Yeah, exactly.
That's hysterical. That should happen. To make as much coin as
I'm drunk enough.
yeah, that should be a thing.
She's armed to the teeth.
All right, so that's her desire, to make as much coin as possible. And does she have anyone at home? Nah, let's say she's a loner.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
She's got all the pieces to make.
She can
Yeah, I was
make,
gonna say she can make
her own family. Is a
Man, it's hard to raise a family, necromancer. They're buried close to each other.
exactly.
What?
What? She is a loner with no family.
Can there be a request of, if you want to trade out your arm for like one of the arms that she has, she can take yours and just replace it with.
Oh, maybe it's magically enhanced to do something special. A
I
special
don't feel like
grappling.
I've got
Yeah.
this lovely orc arm here. It can punch really hard.
does that make you like quarter orc?
Yeah, well, an eighth.
Yeah.
All right, what is her fear?
The dreaded wet sock.
What?
What? Who's that?
I don't know.
I think that was Ryland's background. Something about wet socks.
I don't know.
It's the peanut.
It's the peanut gallery. Okay, at Ryland's place.
Okay.
Okay, so what is her fear? What everyone? I take this from Matthew Mercer.
Apparently, her fear is a wet sock.
A wet sock. Yeah. What is her fear? What does she fear the most?
Horses.
Oh, you know.
Make her
That-
terrified of
Ego
ego.
walks up.
That would be awesome. But what does she care? How is she getting this? Her traveling salesman. She would not walk this distance. She would have a horse-drawn something. Maybe she has a mule because.
The arms and legs are carrying it for her.
No.
There's no wheels on the cart. It's just a bunch of feet.
It's like the Fred Flintstone.
Yes.
Well, my magical world is homebrew. I get it, but maybe I won't go that far.
Maybe not that magical.
Well, I mean, maybe her cart has rims on it, but those rims, the spokes, are arms and legs.
Oh, that'd
Or
be,
just ribs.
or bones from the arms.
Yeah,
That have rotted
that
away.
could be creepy.
Yeah, that would be
I
creepy.
just threw out horses because she could have lost her arms in the war by a war horse.
Named Ego. Oh.
Ooh.
Okay.
Ego's bloodthirsty.
Yeah. Ego's like, I tasted you before. All right. So let's say her fear is horses.
Brown chicken, brown cow. Good.
I know, right? Human, female necromancer merchant.
Is this necromancer going to be high level? Because I feel like if players come across a random necromancer dealing literal arms, they're going to want to kill her.
I know.
So it needs to be a really,
She probably needs to be
potential
pretty
fight.
high. Yeah, she needs to be pretty high.
Or just give her the ultimate high five. But
Yeah, no. Depends on who's playing.
All right, let's get back to the story. She fears horses, but she has to have a way to get the cart. It has to run somehow. And no,
She's
it's
got
not
a
going to be
donkey.
Fred Flint's. It's got a donkey. Okay. Her cart is
Drawn.
Drawn. Thank you. Drawn
You're welcome.
by a
Either a donkey
Very
or a bear.
tenacious. That would work. Donkey. If she was a hunter then or a ranger, then yeah, I'd say that it could be a bear, but she's a
I
necromancer.
mean, to be fair though, if she is a necromancer, she actually could have zombies pulling her freaking.
I get
Or-
the impression that probably wouldn't make her very well, or would that make her talented
she
in
just-
Or a
bartering?
skeleton. Or a skeletal horse.
That would work.
Yeah, this is definitely giving off evil vibes though. Like this NPC is gonna die.
Or a camel.
That would work.
Why a camel, brother?
Because it's
Why not a camel?
Why not? Yeah.
Fair enough.
Camel.
Only because a camel is more exotic and has a higher pull carry capacity.
That's
And
true.
he's got a nice rug on his back.
Yeah. All right. And they don't have to drink a lot, so she doesn't have to water him very much.
And she can use his hump to store things.
Trampled by horses. What's a group of horses called? Herd? What's a group of horses called? Someone Google that.
It's okay.
Is it a herd?
It's probably a group or a herd.
Okay. I'll put
It is a team or a harass.
Well, let's get harassed because that looks
I feel
that
like she's being harassed.
very. How do you spell that? HAR, like that.
HARRAS.
It says it's not correct.
That might be a different language.
Annoy Pister.
I'm getting it out of the old Farmer's Almanac.
Hey, that's where I am.
All right, she was trampled by a
Why 5?
harass of horses during the war, and will not go within 10 yards. No, what's the group of measure? It will not go near the animal, even when hitched to a cart. All right, I put other on here in case we wanted to add something special about this NPC, Dinah Idor, this human female necromancer. Necromancers do they serve a god?
I think so. Maybe the god of death, but other than that, I have no idea.
Well, let's just hand her.
No, necromancy is a innately arcane thing. I'm very confident about. So I don't really think there's a deity that they would necessarily worship. But I mean, everyone's free to do what they will.
Let's go look. Oh, there's no necro in here. What am I looking for?
A
Wizard.
god named Dan.
A
Dan the hand
The closest
man.
thing you're gonna get is a wizard with the necromancy school.
Okay. So do wizards, do they usually follow a god?
Not usually. I mean, you know, again, even a wizard can follow a god. It doesn't necessarily mean that they need the god for their magic. So
Okay, then let's look for not backgrounds, but character builder.
you might be able to get away with a
I was gonna look deity.
death domain cleric, but they are actually evil.
What do you mean deity's not in here? Oh, I spelled it wrong.
It's a deity.
It's a deity. All right, let's see. Okay. How come? Oh, deities. Do I have to do deities to see what the list is?
Sure.
Elven, gnomish, humans, deities. Okay. Let's see. Oh, it's all in the back of the handbook. All right. Well, I don't want to get my handbook out. We'll you guys just call one out. A death domain, I guess.
Merkel.
Okay, spell that.
I don't know. It's just the one that
Who has
Gods of the multiverse.
Who has their player's handbook handy?
Merkel. Myrkul. He is the god of death.
Myrkel.
Kul.
Kul. All right. Dinah honors the deity Merkel, the god of death.
The god of death.
Is the god's first name Steve? Does that make him Steve?
Steve
Merkel?
Merkel. Go to bed, Drake. You're drunk. All right, so
I don't think Drake's had enough to drink.
I don't think so either. He needs to go get
I don't have
nachos.
anything
He
to
needs to
drink.
go get nachos.
That's why you're making such bad puns. They're usually better than this, Drake. I'm disappointed in you.
I need Dan. Make him a
She's gonna
crow.
She's gonna be an Undertaker, right? The her occult.
Yes. She needs.
Okay, just making sure.
PK Lost needs Dan in here somewhere, so we have to make Dan something. Oh, you know what? The
Look,
camel's name is Tan.
Dan Merkel.
By a
Oh,
very
actually, I was
tenacious
actually
camel
hoping-
named Dan.
Dan the camel hand.
There,
I
are
was
you,
really
are you
hoping that
happy?
would actually make, instead of a camel, make it a bull, and then just call it Dan Bull, because that would be a reference to a YouTuber.
Yeah, no, we're not doing that.
He's not sponsoring this.
Yeah.
I mean, true, but
if that's the case, I'm gonna name him Surebonder.
well, there's D&D, but you know,
All right.
whiny noises.
All right. So,
Whiny.
what's on her cart? What is she selling today?
Arms, legs,
I'm just gonna say that she has a crate of arms that they're gonna have to investigate.
eyeball.
On the cart. On the back of her cart.
I mean,
She-
she probably has like a little box of jewelry
Okay.
that was taken from the dead bodies.
That's in her safe.
Orc.
That's the good jewels.
Human. What could you tell the difference between humanoid? Because elven arms and orc arms are going to look the same. I would say gnomish.
Dwarf arms.
Dwarf. Yeah, that'll be short and sturdy. Dwarvish. Etc. Kanku. Oh, yeah. Because they'd have claws at the end. Oh, wait, is dwarvish not...
Tabaxi.
Yeah, tabaxi would be good too.
Goliath.
Dwarfish? Really? Goliath. Yeah, that'd be huge.
I thought it was dwarven.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dwarven.
Also, dwarvish is with a V, not an F. I don't know what a dwarfish is.
It's probably dwarfish.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it could be. Let me capitalize these. I don't know why. I just feel like I need to capitalize
Hey,
them.
look at that. Etc.
What'd I do? Kanku?
Etc.
You had a
Kanku?
K-E-T-C period. Yeah, etc.
I fixed it. Kanku, what else? You said tabaxi,
Yeah,
etc.
ASMR.
ASMR. I think that's gonna be similar to humanoid. Like they're
I'm pretty sure Twister pronounces it ASMR.
I'm sure he
I
does.
say ASMR.
Well, okay, he did until I pointed it out on our last stream.
Let me just say that Chris Perkins personally told me that it's Genasi. No matter how many times my brother says it wrong, it's Genasi. Just so you all know, I'm just making that clear right now.
Oh,
Can
Genasi
there be
arms.
an Aarakocra arm?
Aarakocra, there could be an Aarakocra, yeah. Well, we don't have to add all of them. I did the
There's
etc.
one.
There's one
One
Aarakocra.
Aarakocra arm.
Just one single.
Because that's
They'd have to do a very
that's literally how many times people have been allowed to play Aarakocras in one time.
There you go. We had an Aarakocra in our
The
campaign.
first time.
All right. She has a
The
crate of
only
arms.
time.
What else does she have on the back? Has...
Legs.
I thought she was an arms dealer, guys.
She's got a 12-piece from the Kinku and the Aarakocra.
Of jewels.
A 12-piece. That's funny.
A couple of sides.
A
Take the
12
orc
piece.
arm and just smash it with a hammer. You got some mashed taters.
Oh, come on. All right, what? I have not written anything about Stonebridge at all. Like nothing. So
Yeah,
what?
you're 14 minutes over your hour.
I know I am. I'm sorry. Or this is gonna have to go into part 3 next week, which is absolutely fine with me. But what? what would she be bringing from Stonebridge to take to Direbrook? Something that Direbrook, which is a city of dwarves, not have that the humans might be proficient at making.
Well, certainly not arms.
They're both surrounded by water. Thank you, Drake.
You're welcome.
What else? Small box of jewels. You said
Knot legs.
someone said, I got the knot legs. And something that I'm just gonna ignore you guys and go straight to chat. I need PK Lost to come up with something. He's too
A
busy.
cup of sugar.
He's too busy dealing with Dan the camel here.
He's busy role-playing Dan the Camel.
I know, I see that.
Can Dan the Camel be officially canon, please?
Yes, it is. I named him Dan. See, I right up here. Right here,
I
see?
meant Dan the talking. I mean Dan the talking camel.
What if he talks so slow that you really can't understand
It
him?
just sounds like he's
a
chewing.
camel purring.
Yeah.
Well, he used to be a human, and she polymorphed him into the camel.
The story has gone way further than I meant for it to go.
Right.
Telepathically
Sorry.
Speaking.
Small box of jewels. I'm gonna just
And
repeat
then
the
she
last
stole his
thing.
heart.
How about potatoes? Maybe they're potato farmers.
Yes, potatoes.
All right.
They're probably diseased.
And
The
barrels.
potatoes are going with the 12
Oh no, I got it. Not potatoes. How about
Alcohol.
a fine? Yes, thank you. What kind of alcohol?
pure grain alcohol.
Well, you
Barrels
said
of
potatoes.
pure grain. Potatoes.
Barrels of vodka.
Just one ever-filling barrel of vodka.
Okay, no. Let's make it
Oh,
something
hey.
special. What?
Can Dina, right?
Dinah?
Sorry. Can Dinah also sell armor?
Have you been drinking seriously?
It was in the
I have some
cupcake.
Monster, but in the cupcake, yeah. This is just a sugar high. I'll be gone.
A
in a minute.
specialty from Stonebridge. Oops, Bridge.
Zombie flesh armor.
Called. All right, I need a clever name of an exotic human alcoholic beverage. Golden something.
Golden Schlager.
Golden. How about peacock? The golden peacock.
Oh, there could be like Golden Bridge Point.
It's not going to be called Zeke. I think
It's
PK,
just Z
PK's lost
line
it.
the bottle.
Wait.
It puts
What
me-
about? What about?
Puts people to sleep.
Golden Camel.
No, she doesn't make it. She exports it. She's the exporter.
Golden. Ooh, golden armoretto.
Amaretto? Okay.
That's her drink of choice.
Golden amaretto. All right.
Oh, I believe it's soured.
Yes.
At the bottom of it is a worm. All right,
It's
so
not
that's
really a worm, it's a fingernail.
oh
Goes great with a rare steak.
oh. PK, we need to get you in our chat because I feel like you're talking to yourself now.
Come on, sub, man, sub.
Sub, and you can come into the channel. All right,
Or
so
girl, I'm sorry, I don't know.
it could be. Girls play too. All right, so I am by myself. Oh no, you're not. There's lots of people in chat. Not everybody is in the voice chat. There's lots of people. I can see their names. I'm not going to call them out, but there's lots of people here. So hello everybody. Sorry you don't see my beautiful face, but it's much better this way. Okay, so we if we decide
Golden meth.
if we decide that she needs to die, let's give the DM a chance to give her some stats. So let's search for something, a creature that has the stats that we would want her to have as a necromancer.
In all seriousness, search necromancer.
Yeah, there's a necromancer.
There is a preset necromancer. I think it's in either Volos or.
It's in the
It's
regular.
probably in Volos.
It's right here. She's 9, which what we talked about, right? She wouldn't have lair actions because she's not in her lair. But she would
only a legendary creature is gonna have lair act.
right. So I'm not too worried about her, turning
Would her
to.
lair not be her cart?
You know, it actually could be, but like he said, she's not legendary. She's only level 9. Only, or level 12. Challenge rating 9 is a 12. I don't know.
If they decided to
Challenge
fight
rating of a
this
9.
necromancer, the necromancer would likely win.
Yeah.
Just because those spells, though.
Yeah, she's 12th level spellcaster. So yeah, they're not going to be able to hit her. But I'm going to put this on a little note that says necromancer from the monster manual. Let's make that another note.
Is it from the monster manual?
I believe so. It looks like when I hit here, it's just monsters, which I think you can get to that. It doesn't say that it's. Usually, it has a little note if it's from Volos or from other one. I think so. All right, let's go back to our document. She is a 12th.
Oh, it is.
It's Volos.
Is it? Okay.
It says underneath it.
Okay, then I'm gonna put C. Volos. Volos. For details of her abilities.
No.
That way, if the party decides to be murder hobos, they will probably face. If they didn't die from the ogre and the boar and the slimes.
Well, at that point, they should all be at least level 3.
She's not going to kill them, though. She's only going to disarm them.
But
If you want to put Volos, page 217, that one.
Awesome. All right.
And then put an extra footnote that says, I apologize if you don't own both.
Yeah. Well, sorry. Yeah.
If Volos is not owned, Google it.
Google it. I'm very blessed. My wonderful husband has gifted me not only the D&D Beyond, but all of the books as well. So I'm very blessed, and he is amazing. And I love you. If you're watching, he's not watching. He's upstairs eating dinner. He's like, "Why are you still on there? Aren't we gonna play Diablo tonight?" All right.
Oh, API error. That's such a good game.
It is.
What's doing that?
I was very confused there first.
Yeah. Crow's not playing Diablo right now, and that's not his Twitch name, I don't believe. Okay, so we're gonna have to stop here because it is approaching 22 minutes past what we decided to do an hour show tonight. So we'll continue this next week. Thank you everybody for all of the input. I loved this. This was much better than having it during the day when I had 2 people on. Thank you, Twisted. And I love having the interaction, and I love having everybody be a part of this, and I'm so excited. Again, if you are a patron, or if you are an Elder Plus level patron, or if you sub to this channel, you have access to my Discord chat to chat with us on Friday nights. Tune in next Tuesday night at 7 if you want to watch me build more of Miramore. I have been working on it. There's more buildings, more roofs, and more terrain to watch for our Miramore village. And I look forward to talking to everyone next time. This is awesome. Thank you so much. Let me I think it's going to work. I have a thank you screen, and it has credits on there. So hopefully we'll see the credits if it works. If it doesn't work, sorry. All right. Good night, everybody.
Then next time.
Thank you to my moderators, too.
Welcome.
Woohoo! Thank you!